what's up everybody? Welcome to another weekly Wednesday live stream. I'm Peter.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're going to be talking about this beast right here. So this is the Trident X 12. And we all know what the 12 stands for, right? 12th generation Intel. So,
I thought the 5th generation.
Sorry?
I thought it was the 5th.
5th.
Yeah, that's why it's called 12th, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. No, but yeah, so indeed, we thought we'd pair it with a nice, game that's out quite recently, which is called Stray. And for those of you who are not aware or don't know about the game,
who wouldn't know about this?
Well,
the whole world has been waiting for this for months.
Yeah, that's true. It's like it's the savior. It's like the game you never know you was missing from your life. But it's been described as like a cyberpunk for cats. Does that make sense?
I'm not really a cyberpunk person, but you had me at cats. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a cat person. You're not a I know. Yeah. So indeed, yeah. If you have to choose, you're either a cyberpunk person or a cat person, but it's fine. But yeah, basically it's a cat game, and it's about.
That must be good.
Yeah, it's about cats roaming in a world that's devoid of humans, but has robots apparently. I haven't played that much about it. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. Anyway, it's quite interesting. It's quite a new concept. It reminded me a little bit in the quirkiness of it when we played Goat of Duty a long time ago.
Oh, that was
like
cool.
Call of Duty, but with goats. And this is like a cyberpunk or. I don't know. It's like a.
But you don't have to shoot other cats, right?
No, not that I know.
Okay.
But I don't know if you get like Dr. Evil type rats with friggin' laser beams attached to their heads or something. I don't know. Could be.
See quite a lot of people in chat that also play Stray already. Gigaram says I'm playing right now. Daughter is already finished. She loved it.
Yeah. Well, it's something different, right? And it's not too stressful or something, as in, from what I saw and what I heard, you can't really go wrong in the game. There's not too many ways in which you can actually fail. So it's quite a laid back game as well. Yeah, it's a nice change of pace.
But it's not a game we're giving away today, but we do have a nice giveaway.
We do, yes, indeed. So the game that we are giving away today is partially obscured by my great monitor here. But yeah, it is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then the Dawn of Ragnarok so it's the base game. You get the base game plus the addition. Is it classified as a DLC or is it like?
Yeah, I think it's called Dawn of Ragnarok DLC. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Dawn of Ragnarok indeed. So you get both actually if you win today. And we're going to give away multiple of these codes today, so that's also nice. At various points during the live stream. So yeah, if you want to participate, go to msi.com/2/insider. There may or may not be a working link there now, but if there isn't, there should always be our trusty chatbot, Stream Elements, spamming the link into the chat I think it's set on a timer for 5 minutes. So it's also, there's no use, guys, in trying to spam something like ! Giveaway. That doesn't work. It's a timer every 5 minutes. It will post the link to the chat at least in YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. The other platforms we stream to on, I think, Facebook and Twitter as examples, they don't really like sharing URLs in chats. So yeah, they don't really work. So if you want to have the link, then make sure you watch our live stream on either our YouTube channel or Twitch for the best chance to get it. And every 5 minutes the link should be posted.
Artist 90k says, "Where's Eric? He would love the cat game." Yeah, so do we. So we claimed it.
Funny story there. This was actually supposed to be Eric's live stream indeed, but he kind of I don't know. He kind of ducked this one. I don't know. Basically, it started out by him asking me last week, like, hey, it would be nice if you can help. I'm really busy next week, so if you can help prepare the live stream a little bit, a couple of things on the side. And I said, all right, that's fine. And it went from that, and then it escalated really quickly. Beginning of this week, he was basically saying, so what are you going to do for this live stream? Is everything set? Are you ready? So I was like, okay.
And then to me, are you going to join the live stream? No. Yeah. We're playing a cat game. Oh, okay, then yes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's, if you ever need to convince Michiel of anything,
Cats
Yeah.
always works.
Yeah.
It's my
Hey,
soft
Michiel,
spot.
I've got this for you. No thanks. But it's got cats. You have my attention. Yeah. Gets him every time.
Anker's asking, what are you drinking, Mike? I won't make.
Uh-oh.
I won't put up a commercial here, but it's a certain soft drink from a big American company.
That
Red
Eric
cans.
recently spilled over his laptop?
No,
No, is it not that one?
I didn't spill anything.
No,
on my
Eric.
lap. Oh, Eric, yeah, but he
Yeah.
had the variant without sugar.
Ah.
I've got the one with sugar.
That's why his laptop is still working, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause it
This
doesn't
is the
have
one I
sugar.
threw over the chair you're currently sitting on. But I did it on purpose, because you
See,
could just
I
wipe it
thought
off.
the chair was sticky for different reasons.
That was after that. I didn't wipe that off.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, fine. No. But this is the Repeltech, right? Just to be clear.
Yeah.
So the reason why there wasn't an accident that he spilled it on the chair. This was like to demonstrate that this chair is actually meant to be resistant to.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not meant that you throw your soda over your chair anyway, but,
No, but
if you spill, you can easily
Yeah.
wipe it off. It's
you know,
water
indeed. So
repellent.
if by
Or moist.
chance or accident or sheer purpose you spill indeed any kind of fluid over this chair with a very nice texture, by the way, it feels very soft. Yeah, basically it just rolls off it. It's like it's designed to repel. That's why the name Repeltech or Repeltech. I'm not sure, but yeah, basically it just rolls off and you don't get the sticky surface. So actually the chair is not sticky at all. Don't
Hardest
worry.
90
That was
cases. So Peter doesn't like Coke, he just loves green tea. I think he has
What?
coffee and water.
Yeah,
Would
yeah,
be my
yeah.
guess,
I'm, at
knowing
the moment,
Peter.
I'm more like a caffeine junkie, indeed. That's more to do with being a dad of 2 young children. Hi, if you're watching. Hi, Daddy loves you. And that's not kidding. I do. It's just many young parents can probably attest to the fact that you're gonna miss a couple of hours of sleep. So, caffeine is your friend. Yeah.
Keats is asking, AMD or Intel CPU?
Yeah,
We're
I was
about
looking
to
at
find
that
out.
one as well. Well, I don't know if AMD has a 12th gen quite yet, but at least they're not calling it 12th gen. But Intel is. So in this case, it's it's an Intel-based system. Oh wow, a lot of people. Oh, that's cool. A lot of people also saying hello to my kids. Family persons right there. Every MSI Eindhoven in the house. Go to work. You're supposed to be working.
It's our lazy IT department who entered the chat.
Yeah. No, but it's always nice to have you guys here. They also work and help us out with a lot of technical issues.
Yeah.
So always greatly appreciated, guys.
If
Yeah,
we have
even MSI
network
USA.
issues,
I mean, that's cool, Eric, that you're watching. Really cool. When is the 13th gen of Intel coming?
will there
what-
be a
what-
13th gen?
What?
It's bad luck, right? So maybe they
What
skip it.
13th gen?
Yeah.
We don't know anything. We fix stuff you guys break anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's cool. Anyway, yeah. So make sure you participate in the giveaway. If by the way the giveaway link isn't appearing in the chat in like 5 minutes or something, please let us know, because then I'll ask Michiel to share it periodically in the chat manually.
Yep.
But by the look of things, yeah, can you refresh the page? By the look of things,
yeah.
there's not too many entries just yet.
No, there are way more. I just had to refresh the page.
Yeah, that went from like 30 to a couple of hundred. So yeah, I think we're good.
That worked.
You
I
guys
was just
seem
getting
to
the
be,
URL already. in
Exactly.
case.
You guys seem to be finding the giveaway no problems. What's no additional promotion? What do you mean, like the drink? Well, it's just straight up coffee. So there's not a whole lot to promote there.
Maybe next time I should put like tape around my can. Then nobody can see what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or like a paper bag, from the ones that people do, in the US, they put around liquor bottles.
Yeah, then my girlfriend will complain. Are you drinking at work?
Yeah. All right. Anyway, but yeah. So today it's going to be all about Stray, and I have been told that it's best played with a controller, one of these.
I thought
so
with a
we've
cat
got-
toy.
Sorry.
I thought with a cat toy. That's how you're supposed to play with cats, right?
No, how you're supposed to play Stray. Playing with cats? Well, that indeed is your area of expertise, so I'll leave that up to you. I don't have cats. I'm not really a dog or a cat person. I like both of them, but I don't keep them.
I do.
Myself.
On my lap.
Again, I have kids, so that's already enough stuff to take care of.
Cats are way quieter.
So I've been told, so I am interested. Oh, just kidding. All right, anyway, but yeah, so this is the Force Gc30 V2 controller, which is our wireless version right here. And it's a really nice controller, especially for the price. I mean, if you look on the market and you're in the market for especially a PC controller, then you know, you have the relatively expensive ones that are quite well known from, for example, Microsoft. And I'm not saying those are bad; those are actually quite good, but they tend to be a bit more expensive. And you know, if you don't want to spend that money quite just yet, these are a little bit cheaper and still offer a really great experience. So there's the Gc30 V2 in this case. I think we have them both in black and white, by the way. So if you prefer white, I think it should be available. Depends on your region, but have a look. So the Gc30 V2 is wireless, but you can also use it with a USB wire plugged in here. Or we have the Gc20 V2, which is the wired version. So also then a little bit cheaper, obviously. But yeah, great little controller. For the purposes of just sometimes doing some relaxed couch gaming, like we're doing today. By the way, usually I'd go into the specs of the machine first. I'm purposely delaying that, because first I want to get into the game for you guys, and then after we play the game for a bit, then we're going to go and talk a little bit more about the specs of the machine. I'm not seeing... Oh, there it was for a second. I was going to say, I'm not seeing my overlay.
And then I saw no signal.
Yeah, just when I was switching out of it, I saw it appearing. So, is it available in India? I'm not sure. I mean, as far as I know, and especially if you're talking about the controller, it should be available in most regions. Either that or maybe the previous version, because this is the V2, but there were and still are perhaps Gc30s and Gc20s, like the original versions, available. The changes are quite subtle, and yeah, honestly, it's fairly consistent. It's mostly on the outside.
I think the color is. Look what I have here.
Yeah, exactly.
Have the first version.
Yeah, exactly. So that one, it has a little bit more red on some of the parts, like, you know, around the, what is it? The sticks.
Yep.
And on this one, that is all just gray, basically. So basically, we just took the red out, and yeah. We just made a small revision, a small upgrade. Also, the pattern on the sides is a little bit different. This one has the new one has a bit of a diamond feel to it and look and feel. That's also because, well, looky here. I've got one of our new, well, relatively new gaming mice here, the GM41 wireless, lightweight mouse. And as you can see, it has this diamond pattern right there. Feels really nice and grippy. And because, yeah, the old controller had a different pattern, which was more, also found on the mouse, so in the mice that we produced back then. But our new mice have a different pattern, so we kind of moved to a more diamond-shaped pattern. So as you can see, this one has that. Still feels quite nice, you know. It's like it's almost massaging your skin while you hold it, and it's not too. It's also quite soft, like, so it's a soft rubbery finish. Anyway, sound a little bit low. Should
be normal.
Is it? Wait.
Doesn't look like it from my side.
Yeah, I'm just checking to see if my microphone is on. It looks like it is. If you're talking about the game sound, then yeah, it is indeed. We turned it down intentionally so you could actually still hear us.
People want to hear the cats meowing.
Yeah. Oh, no problem about that. Just quickly want to show you guys also the game settings I'm using. So I didn't really change much, if of anything.
Make sure to know where your meow button is bind.
Yeah. I needed to check that indeed. So the controls, indeed. So here we go, rebind. So we can see forward, back, left, run, jump, interact. Very important, meow. When you're a cat, you need to know how to meow. And that's strange because use and talk is a different button. So you'd expect that meowing is talking, but maybe not. Anyway.
So all of a sudden, the cat goes, hello.
Yeah, indeed, it can go meow. It can also go sup. Anyway, defluxor, I mean, that's something that I guess you're going to find out in the game, what that is. graphics settings wise, I've put it on exclusive, or that's full screen mode, I believe, in this game. There's borderless, there's windowed. Resolution, well, I'm playing at 1440p on this monitor, which we'll get back to a little bit later in the stream as well. Resolution scale, 100%. I could put it up to 200, may do that in a bit, but first one, just want to go for 100. Frame rate, by default, it's kind of capped at 60 FPS, which is, you know, fair enough if you want to do that, but we're on a PC, so yeah, we're going to go for uncapped. As you can see, memory usage, well, 12 gigs of memory, so I'll leave it up to you guys to guess which GPU is in here for now, but we'll cover that later. Vsync I've turned off because, I mean, if you're not going to limit it to 60 FPS, then there's really no point in Vsync. Motion blur, hell no. So this was actually by default turned on, like all the way here. Yeah, and I've turned it on all the way off.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it, because everything else was already on high, and there's no higher setting than high in the game, at least not right now. So I've left it at high, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we can, I think maybe, I wanted to start a new game, because I saw a really cool effect in the early game when I tried it yesterday. So yeah, this is a really cool, interesting game. I also thought at first that maybe it was a co-op game, because there are, like, you know, in this first scene you will see there's multiple cats, and it would be cool. RTX on? Well, I didn't turn it off, but as far as I know, I haven't really seen any notifications about this game supporting RTX or ray tracing at the moment. Maybe it does, but I'm not sure. And there's not an option at the moment that you can, you know, specifically turn it on or off. Neither is there an option for DLSS or FSR. So maybe in the future, I don't know.
Would also be nice if they have a co-op in the future.
You know, this, yeah, but I mean, this is for me, this is an example of a game that's, it's kind of, I want to say bare bones, as in, you know, there's a story, but it only takes a couple of hours to play through. It's not like a game that will take you weeks to play. And it's, you know, they've just focused on the basics, and I think they've done the basics right, which is part of the reason why it's so popular right now. But they didn't really think like, oh, we need to include things like ray tracing, we need to include things like DLSS, so who knows, maybe they'll add that on later, but it seems to me like they really focused on the basics and the core gameplay first, and then, you know, left all the rest out, potentially, but I don't know. But I think, yeah, they did the basics quite well. Anyway, so you start off here, and there's like some other cats. I can go here. Let's see if I can get the effect that I saw. Not yet. Why? So playing a little bit.
Aww.
As you see, the FPS, I mean, well, honestly, in a system like this, at 4040p, it's not that hard. But yeah, it's about 300. Let's play with this guy a little bit.
Casual cleanup.
Yes. Well, I mean, this should all look very familiar for you, right?
Yep.
And then there's this guy.
My cats indeed wash each other.
Yes. Well, you'd hope so, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so not too aggressive, that's good. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, let's see, because what I saw yesterday, here we go. You saw that? And look at the eyes of the cat.
That's pretty cool.
When it looks right at you, and I'm not sure, I mean, if you've ever, you know, if you have cats or you've seen up close, that is actually what it looks like up close usually, if you look them right in the eye. There's like a reflection thing, like a reflector. So that's a really cool touch that I saw, and I'm not sure if many people noticed that yet. It seems so simple, right? But it's like, it just makes it instantly way more realistic.
It's also what you see, for example, when you're driving at night,
yeah,
and there is a cat somewhere, you can usually tell by the eyes.
Yes. Right. So, I'm gonna lay down.
So it says 250 plus FPS? Yes.
Yes. They really paid attention to detail. Yeah, it is a nice game. However, if I'm gonna nitpick, some of the textures, it still looks kind of, simplistic, or I don't know, not too detailed. And I'm not sure if it's the textures or just the shapes, like the polygons of things like, leaves and more the surroundings, I'd say. I've seen games where it looked more photorealistic, let's say. I mean, it's not so that it really bothers me, but if you're really going to look at the details, yeah.
I like the movement of the cat.
Yeah, they did that really well. I think that's one of the things they really nailed.
Did they have like motion sensors or something they used?
You mean like motion capture?
Yeah.
For the? I don't know. It could very well be. I wouldn't be surprised because it does look quite
realistic.
Yes, but I mean, look at the way that the leaves and stuff on the in this scene. It's just For me, it looks a bit simplified, right? It just looks like layers of textures just over each other, and it's not like a photorealistic way, but it's still good enough to create some good immersion.
Gigaram says, I want a 2080 Ti Gaming Z Trio, and I'm only getting 215
I would
FPS.
write a letter of complaint. Well, it depends what resolution you're using.
Only
Right?
215 gigaram. How can you still play on that?
Yeah, man, that's literally unplayable. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. Now we need to move through this. I mean, it is nice that like the little, the foliage does move when you like it interacts with you when you walk through it.
Press B to meow.
Yeah. So
Spam
indeed, so
B.
here, I mean, you can actually see the cat doing meow, and it will make different. I know it looks the same, the animation, but what I remember when trying it is it will sound different every time. So one time it can be more like a like a meow, and the other time it can be more like a half of a purr or something.
Push the Button is asking, is it made with Unreal or Unity?
Unreal.
I think it's Unreal, right?
Yeah. Unreal 4, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw a video of Digital Foundries who were looking at the game, especially on PC, still apparently has some issues, if you can call it that, with like stutters every now and again, and I've seen this as well. And apparently that they say it's got to do with a shader compilation. So apparently, yeah, that's apparently a known issue in some Unreal Engine 4 titles. Need to drink some water here. Does look a bit clean, but yeah. Meow. Oh, need to stop. Meow. Anyway, so yeah, you can do a lot of stuff here. But the thing is, like this game, like literally, you can't really jump off an edge or fall off. So that's nice about. Even if I press the jump key now that I'm facing this way, so it's kind of like a really casual game in that regard.
Why? Cats always land on their feet, right?
Well, yeah. Well, again, I'm not going to spoil too much, but you're going to see if it does or not.
So how many lives do you have in this game? 9?
Don't know. It doesn't say, but that would be funny. Yeah. It's like if they did.
Would be a nice touch.
But here you go. It's like you have like freedom of where you want to go. You don't have to follow a set path like too much. It's like there's not only one way you can go that's correct. But like you can't even fall here. Basically, it's just it's quite easy. Oh wait, I need to go here.
So what's the goal of the game? What should you achieve?
There was a stutter. I mean, you can see it. I've put the graph up there, so you can see a little stutter there. And it is noticeable.
Gigaram also says, I just have stuttering walking on the beams near where you are.
Yeah, yeah. It's, apparently I saw the video by Digital Foundry, and they said, this is really nice, by the way, as well. Like it really, normally you get to an area like that, and you're like, oh crap, I need to, I need to find a way where I can go through or something. You're used to even seeing it like this. You're basically on human height, right? A little bit. You're looking down on things, and usually it'd be like, oh, maybe I need to climb these vines, and like, you're like, no, actually, I can just run right underneath here because I'm a cat. Right?
What is the goal of the game? Should you like?
There is no goal of the game. It's what is the goal of a cat?
But is it like, do you have like levels you have to get through, or?
No, it's a story, I think.
Oh, it's a story,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, this game is new to me as well, as
Oh, well, what?
you have noticed probably.
Okay. I can observe as well. Look at this. Observe. Basically just zoom in and with a bokeh effect or something. But yeah, there's
Nice.
this
Story
game,
based, but
this,
also divided into levels.
this game needs to run, or does run, on the PS4 as well. And I think that's why they on the PS4 it has, I heard, issues as well, but that's more tied to like the auto-saving feature, where it will, and that's like in between sections where, for example, here you have like, you know, you're jumping somewhere or whatever happens.
Aww,
Yeah, this is really sad.
kitty.
Yeah, the others are looking at him like, what are you doing? Aww.
Aww. Poor kitty.
Yes. Close your eyes, kids.
Is he okay? Aww, this
So-
is a sad scene.
So it didn't land on its feet. Well, not sure.
Poor cat.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that the PS4 version has issues where apparently it will stutter with autosave. And now I'm you know, it's injured a little bit on his
Aw.
back hind legs. I'm not sure, but that's at least at set interval, so that will be like in between
Oh,
the
chat is
action
cruel.
areas.
They say 8 lives left. Shame on you guys.
Press F to pay your respects to the first life lost. No. But yeah, the PC version apparently has some issues, and this apparently doesn't matter which GPU you have. Even on the Digital Foundry tested on a 3090, so that's, you know, that's almost the highest one. The 3090 Ti ignored, but still, it's like the highest GPU you can get, and that also had issues. So apparently, it's something to do with the engine. And I also I checked Reddit a little bit, and some people did mention that apparently this is in multiple games. This is an issue, but apparently also that now the Epic Games, which owns Unreal Engine and the rights to it, and basically develops it as well, they have been prompted into action apparently to try and find a fix for this. Now, how fast they're going to be able to do that, and if it will make a difference for this game, I don't know. There's no date, there's no official information that I found about that, but that is something I found shortly. Anyway, seems like his back leg is, you know, it's working again. It's fine. And now I can just go over and under into here. And now we're in a city.
Looks like it's very convenient to be a cat. You can just walk everywhere.
You think? Yeah, it is. Oh, so these things apparently are like electronic rats or something. I don't
Andrew
know.
is asking, what
Rodents.
temperature are you getting on the PC while playing this game? You can actually see it in the top right.
Yes.
You can see the GPU and the CPU temperature there.
Yes. So indeed, I think that, and I hope that answers your question. So there's indeed the GPU, temperature, usage, clock speed even,
Yeah.
and the CPU. I mean, the CPU, well, it's an Intel 12th gen processor, which we'll mention later on which one it is exactly, but you can then know that it probably has a lot of cores these days. So really this is like a combined temperature, and so individual cores can be a bit hotter and also be doing more than about 15 or 13%, you can bet, but this is like the combined version of it, or combined view. And of course the FPS with both a counter and a graph, so you can kind of see the consistency of it. So while testing, this is actually where I ended up. So I didn't really go beyond this. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. Like, there's a lot of places.
Horizon
you
is
can go.
asking, will the Trident be available as a separate case?
Oh, here
No,
we
we
go.
don't have any plans for that at the moment.
No, not as a bare bone, as far as I know, indeed. So it's like it's a pre-built desktop, and we've got a couple of those systems as well. We're going to provide you a bit of an overview and some more information about our pre-built desktops later on this stream. But yeah, it's a pre-built desktop, and honestly, just as a case, you're going to see, we're going to open this one up in a bit as well, and you're really going to see that things are really jammed in there really tight. So it's going to be, it takes special skill and knowledge, let's say, to make that work. If you don't know what you're doing, for most people, that's probably going to be very difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible.
For experienced ITX builders, it should be okay.
Yeah, it's definitely possible, but it will be very challenging. And also, you need to do a hell of a lot of cable management because of the very tight space. Now,
if you're into smaller form factor ones, actually we are working on a mini ITX case. In our Computex live stream, I believe, we had a bit of a preview for that one.
Yes. Oh, where do I go?
Oh, GigaRAM has some really nice and low temperatures.
Yeah.
GPU at 47 degrees Celsius and 3900X at 57. He's using custom liquid cooling for it.
I think there's like on YouTube there's a person that needs to be spamming stuff, so a bit inappropriate. It's okay. So maybe on here. Ah, yeah. Okay. Looks like by going here, I should be able to. There we go. And I need like now I know what I need the bucket for. Because probably if I'm gonna jump in here, then yeah, that's bad. So if I drop this here, there we go. Yeah, convenient. Okay. Well, I'm a cat, so when I see this, Mike.
Knock it off.
Yeah. Pew.
That's how they are.
So yeah, exactly. So look. it actually does it like a cat would do as well. Like, you know, just tick, 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 tick. Ah, nice. Oh, we don't see if it hits somebody in the head or anything. Oh, that's a shame. Look, there's more. Yeah. Woo!
You can throw everything off.
Yeah, but this is the point of the game, right? It's not really that there's a point to this. At least not that I can see. Maybe it'll show later on. Maybe we're like taking out targets before we even know it. Or in this case, probably making space, because maybe I need to jump or something. I don't know.
Our friend on YouTube should be banned.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was a hell of a jump, by the way. Okay. Woo! Damn. That was a high jump. Now what? Okay. Yeah, there's some more paint cans here. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, we broke the window. Somebody's not going to be happy.
Cat gaming, let's go.
Yeah, somebody's not going to be happy. So what do I do now? Do I need to jump in there or what? Do I need to go back? Okay, I need to go back down. So it's not I keep saying it's not a very challenging game, but then again, I don't know what to do half the time, so don't know what that says about me or the game. Oh, I've got paint on my paws.
Ross's Gaming nice. Says that's why it has positive reviews on Steam. Yeah, I think really positive, right?
It does, yeah. It has a lot of positive reviews. And I think now I need to scratch the carpet. Oh wait. I actually. So this is really cool. I need to actually like right trigger, left trigger, right. Like, wait. Can I see? Can you guys see what he's doing? Yeah.
You're scratching the carpet.
Yeah. Yeah. You actually have to.
That's like the milking thing.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, they actually do that from kitten on when they want to get milk from their mother. That's how they learn.
Also, yeah, or probably just when they want to scratch something.
My cats always do this in blankets.
All right. Anyway, but really cool.
Esther Rockman's asking, do you need a lot of processing power or what to run this game? Not really, I would say.
I don't think so.
It's not extremely demanding.
It doesn't seem like it, no. And I've got everything on set to high, so I mean, doesn't seem to be a huge issue. See, this is the cool thing, right? You could just go. In other games, you'd probably be like, "Oh, damn! I need to open this." So what? Do I break the planks, or here you just go, nah, and just go under it, whatever. What do I do here?
In the bucket?
Of course. Kitten in the bucket. And then jumping out. See, that's very conveniently placed. It's like a cat elevator.
Don't forget to meow.
Oh, yeah. Meow.
What are the things running away? Are they like...
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're like...
mutant rats or something?
Yeah, mechanized cats or something. Because supposedly there's like only robots here. Because, like, here's one. Ooh. Oh, it got scared. Aww.
There is a robot.
Pew. Ah, it killed it.
Oh, rude.
Yes, very rude.
My cat actually did that. The first time we had like a robot vacuum cleaner, my cat attacked it.
Well, at least it wasn't scared.
Now the other one was, but one of them started smacking the robot vacuum cleaner.
Smacking the crap out of it. So there, you know right there who the alpha cat is. All right. Anyway, we're gonna after the next cutscene, we're gonna pause a moment and then.
CJ Bill says netting. I think that's the word for what cats do with their paws. Yeah, could be.
Kneading.
Yeah.
Kneading. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it, but yeah.
It's like what you do with dough, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh crap. All right. Maybe I'll hold right trigger to run. Ah! See, they're coming after me.
Oh, they attack you.
Yes. And they're like glowing
Usually
red,
it's the
so
other way around,
I can only assume that they're gonna explode if they. Ah!
Oh, get out of here!
What is B? What is B? No!
Oh.
Ah! Okay, so I
Only
found a way
7 lives left.
Yes, I found a way to die in the game.
And Skeets just said this game looks uber relaxing.
Yeah, that was like the perfect timing to. Woo! Oh! Ah, that was too quick. No.
Oh, Jazzard says, just
wait.
noticed you forgot to change the Twitch game from Valorant to Stray. Let me see if I can fix that for you.
Yeah, probably we didn't change that. Get off! Get off my back! Get off! No. So you can actually get them off you by pressing B. So it's actually, even if you get like these guys on you, you can basically just throw them off.
Oh, there are multiple strays in my list. Let me select this one. I just updated it. Please let me know if this is the correct stray I selected on Twitch.
Wow! How many?
Those are rude.
Jesus! No! Leave it alone. Okay, so this is one of the most nail-biting moments right here. I never knew the cat's life was this stressful. Like, oh, all right.
It's correct. Thank you.
Oh, I mean, what the hell? Look at this. Cat, arrows, follow me. I mean, could you be more subtle? Could that be like? Am I supposed to be here?
Usually, when you see this, you should get
the
hell out of here.
It's like, nope. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
This is
B
probably
to meow.
not a good idea.
Okay, meow, meow, meow. What's up? Okay. Like, I'll see
Did
if
you knock
I can
something
get to...
over again?
Okay. What?
Did you knock something over again?
No. Maybe I should try because I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go now.
There are some pots that you can maybe.
Oh, right. Here, I think. Oi. 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 Okay. All right. Here, maybe. Oh, that's too far. There. Ah. So there's actually not that much you can do wrong, because it just jumps, for you basically.
CJ Bill says visual effect if you meow in front of the television with a cat image on it.
Oh, well, I already went past that.
Yeah, maybe we encounter more. Let's try.
Yay! Look at that. Oh wait. There's a pot here. Come on. Oh, I can't like knock it off.
Chemi2 is asking, is stream elements running? It should be.
Whoop. Anyway. All right, so maybe let's take a look at the rig while we're at it. I'll see if I can just park my cat here somewhere. Should be all right. Okay. Right then. Cat wick. Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, let's do a giveaway first. So again, guys, we're giving away codes for. Yeah, there's a mini visual indeed for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the base game, plus the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC, so you get both. We're drawing multiple winners today, so you have multiple chances of winning. The more actions you perform in our giveaway, the better your chances of winning. And you can always, if you're a regular viewer, you can always use your loyalty points and throw them in the mix as well to further your chances of winning. And we have our first winner, and their name is Darooks.
Congratulations!
So, I mean, this is quite a well-known viewer, I think, right? Mm-hmm. We've seen him but he's been relatively quiet in the chat, I think, or maybe I just haven't been paying attention.
Well, congratulations! You won our first game code for Assassin's Creed Valhalla with the DLC Dawn of Ragnarok.
I think you could do a second one as well.
Let's do that.
Yeah, draw a second winner. We've got a couple of codes to give away, so should be fine. And then after that, we're going to look at this nice PC and some other information. So Michiel,
yes.
I mean, you're a cat person.
Yep.
Does this feel, so far, does it feel convincing? Does it feel like, you know, for you as a cat person, it's like, oh yeah, this looks lifelike?
Yeah, and like the movement, the behavior between the cats and stuff. Yeah, that looks like cats, definitely.
All right.
Just mine never got in a fight with like digital rats or something, or robot rats.
Well,
not that I know
never,
of at least, but I don't know what they do at night.
Exactly, never say never. Well, exactly, nobody knows what they do at night, right? That's the whole thing about cats.
We have our next winner, by the way.
Yes,
the honor is all yours.
Their name is JP.
Congratulations. You also won a game code for...
No, 2 game. Well, everybody wins 2 game codes, actually. Because you get the base game and you get the DLC. So there you go. We're going to send those out to you guys as soon as possible. Later in the stream, we'll give away more of those codes. So don't go anywhere. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to, here we go. We've put some slides together as well for you guys. This is supposed to be full screen. Why is that not working? There we go. That's better. So yeah, we're talking about the Trident series, because the Trident is not just one model, it's not just one PC, there are actually multiple models. So as you can see, here's a bit of an overview. There is the MEG Trident X, which is the one that we've got here, and that's like the top end model. There is the MPG Trident AS and the MPG Trident A. Basically, the idea behind the Trident is to make a powerful PC, so basically not compromise on performance, but keep it within a, well, let's say console-sized form factor, or small form factor. So this is, in this case, all of these Tridents have a 10-liter volume case, so that's not much, as you can see. I think it's quite accurate to say it's somewhat console-sized in a way.
Do you have the banana for scale?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I also have the banana. If you go to the full view, here you go. Banana for scale.
The banana still has some green on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll put it on here and get it nice and hot for you. I'm not sure. Is it? Yeah, it's still with green.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, banana for scale, guys. For the memes. There you go. Anyway, let's get that banana out of here. And in this case, it has the 12th gen Intel Core, and it uses the current generation of NVIDIA RTX graphics cards, which in this case is the RTX 30 series, of course. But yeah, the idea behind it is full-size desktop performance in a smaller package, which looks a bit more attractive and should be more at home, like for example in a living room or something, because it's not that huge. Yeah, so this is all about the Intel CPU. So yeah, 12th gen Intel Core i7. In this case, the Trident X all come with a Core i7-12700K. Which has 8 plus 4 cores, in total 20 threads. I mean, there's plenty of information out there why the 12th generation is a big leap in performance compared to previous generations of Intel chips, and rightly so. I mean, it just performs a whole lot better.
The big thing, of course, is also the new architecture of these chips. So in the previous generations, like 11th and before, you only had like one type of core. And within the 12th gen, you have P cores, performance cores, and E cores, efficient cores. But also, for example, in multi-threaded workloads, you can use all of them simultaneously. So that also gives quite a big increase also in the multi-threaded workloads. But also the single-threaded workloads with those new architecture P cores also increased quite a bit compared to the previous generation. So in the Trident X that we have right now, it's a case queue. Meaning it's the overclockable version of the processor. For the Trident AS and the Trident A, it's the non-case queue, so the non-overclockable one.
Yes. Okay. I wanted to save that information for later because we have an overview of that as well. What the differences are between the Trident X, AS, and A SKUs.
There's also a difference in chipset and stuff, but we'll talk about that later. Indeed.
By the way, before we move on, I will just also close the game because then
it's still running.
It is, still in the background. But because we're also going to open up the case in a bit, and I don't want it, blowing too hard or getting too hot. So, here we go. Okay. Coming with, especially in this case, the Trident X, which is based on the Z690 platform, Intel Z690 chipset. That means it supports PCIe 5.0, which is a really nice boost in terms of, especially with a graphics card, of course, but also with support for faster M.2 SSDs.
No, M.2 is still Gen 4 here. It's specifically the graphics card slot that supports Gen 5.
Yeah. But then at least for whatever is coming in, upcoming generations, and the graphics card is going to do, and especially also if at some point, for example, the direct storage becomes a thing, that's when the bandwidth of your graphics card slot, the PCIe slot, can really start to make a difference because you need more throughput. Right now, with the games that are out right now, probably you're not going to saturate even PCIe times 16 the lanes, but in the future this might become more important. So that's also why it's good to have this already.
Hi Demon is asking, is it Micro ATX? No, this is a mini ITX, so slightly smaller than Micro ATX. Yeah,
even a bit smaller indeed. Well, based on RTX 30 series, so of course it's Ampere based. It has a lot more computing power than previous generations. It also gets the added benefits of the AI cores, for example, for DLSS performance and other AI tasks. I mean, even with if you want to do some content creation as well, it has a lot of cool features there, from noise processing to image processing and then animation things that you can use. So it's all really cool that you can have in this graphics card. But ultimately, the gaming performance is also really good on the 30 series.
So another question in chat, Artist 90K is asking, 2 slot of Gen 4 SSD? Yes. 2 slots. Another question, does 2.5 gigabit LAN matter for latency? Not really latency, it's more bandwidth. However, when you're gaming on Wi-Fi, there is quite a difference in between Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 5. So it used to be known as Wi-Fi AX and Wi-Fi AC. There you do see a difference in latency. For 1 gigabit LAN and 2.5 gigabit LAN, it's mostly bandwidth more than rather than latency. But
you need to make sure that your home router or access point or whatever you're using as a Wi-Fi hub, basically, that supports Wi-Fi 6 or 6E.
Otherwise, it will automatically go to Wi-Fi 5.
Because that's, I mean, it really depends on what your home equipment supports.
Ghost of M is saying, are you multi-streaming this? Yes, we're streaming this to several platforms. So YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter.
Exactly. All right. Well, small form factor. I mean, I think you guys can see that. And so, 10 liters.
And also, because it's like a vertical design, also the footprint on your desk is really small.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I can, let's grab the banana again. It's like only, I don't know, I'd say maybe half a banana in
half a banana in width.
Yeah, something like that. I think we should add that, besides the centimeters and US measurements.
Indeed.
But yeah, indeed. Small footprint. with the Trident X specifically, you also get the choice of, well, I mean, can you go to the main view?
Yep.
You get a choice between a closed panel, as you can see here, which is basically just metal. And of course, there's some mesh here that, you know, for the air influx to your CPU cooler. But you also get, I get the pizza box out here. Ta-da-da-da! You get a pizza box, and this is not pizza. But you get the choice to apply.
There better not be any pineapple on that one.
Sorry?
There better not be any pineapple on that pizza.
Oh, hell no. Although I like me some pineapple pizza, but no.
You like pineapple on pizza?
On a Pizza Hawaii, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
I think it's time to end the stream, Peter.
Is it? Have we now turned everybody into our enemies? Anyway, so yeah, a tempered glass panel, which again you can choose what you want to apply, and actually I'm going to show you how that's done in a minute as well. So you get some screws, and you actually have to. There's like, yeah. Anyway, there's little hinges here in the box. So yeah, maybe I can show you guys that right now. We can actually do that. It's not recommended, but
while running, but yeah.
Yeah, normally you'd want to just, you know, to be sure, you'd want to power off the case, but or the PC. But in this case, YOLO.
Eric, are you also watching? I see in the chat we have some people who like pineapple on pizza. Could you ban them, please?
Oh, come on.
Zero tolerance.
No. That's foodist, man. That's not cool. Can't criticize people over their personal tastes.
If it's about pineapple and pizza, I can.
No. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. There's... How many screws do we have? Do we need all of them? It's like 6. I was expecting 4, but all right, fair enough.
Maybe some spare parts.
Yeah. Maybe they watched Jaws streams in the past and realized like, wait, maybe we need to provide some extra screws. Okay. Wait, maybe I can maybe switch to Droid Cam for a second.
Yes.
I'm not sure if yeah, you can try it.
Let me see if I can connect. Yes.
There we go. Okay. Well, as you can see here on the back of the case, there's this screw right here, and one a little bit more down here. So these I will unscrew right now. Yeah, you can switch back to the main view then. All I need is a Phillips head screwdriver and a little bit of patience.
By the way, if you're going to do this at home, make sure to switch it off.
Yeah, make sure you power it off.
Don't do it like Peter while it's running.
I don't want to do that because then we'll have to power it on back later on, and it's a bit too much hassle. But normally we would indeed recommend to turn it off before you do any of this. And be careful not to lose any of the screws. And then you can basically just, you just slide it off like that. And there you go. So this is the closed panel, let's say, the opaque panel, which is already quite nice. And here you can see, voila, the inside, especially with the cable management, as I mentioned as well. There's a couple of trays here for 2.5-inch drives. One is inhabited by the 1 terabyte drive, I believe in this case. Yep. It depends on per SKU, but at least you have 2 cages here, so you can actually use 2 2.5-inch drives. Yeah,
I think this specific model runs a 1 terabyte SSD and a 1 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah, but it's a 1 terabyte M.2, so this is indeed a mechanical hard drive 2.5-inch model. And as you see, nice RGB ring on the cooler. So this has a bit of an upgraded cooler as well. Here's the power supply, by the way. Yeah, and I mean the motherboard is seated, underneath the cooler, obviously. But as you can see, the cables are quite nicely tucked away everywhere, so you have exactly enough space and nothing more. Now, what I will have to do is I'll put these hinges. Not sure if the camera will catch that, but there's like 2 holes, and basically the ones that I unscrewed, there's another hole just underneath or above it on the back of the case. So I'll just attach those to that. With the screws that I was provided. let's see, and then I have to do it in a way that it's actually sticking out. Otherwise, it's not going to fit.
So do you just screw this on the place where you just unscrewed the other panel?
Yeah, there's actually, because indeed, I took out one screw and there's like 2 holes. I mean, I guess I can show it if you switch to the Droid cam again. You want to switch? So this, let me see. Yeah, this is the one I'm attaching right now, and as you can see here, there's one hole. I think that's the one that I just screwed the, unscrewed, and there's one below there as well. You can actually see it here as well. You'll see there's a bit more, threading or something, because that's where you basically the other screw was came out of, and the top one has never been used. That's why it looks so nice and coated still. But yeah, that's basically, these are the 2 holes that you use. You basically take the hinge, this part of the hinge, and just screw it on like that using 2 of the screws. So yeah, I'll just resume doing that. Can we see the other side? Yeah, in a minute. I can show you the other side as well.
Don't worry, we'll show you all the sides.
All of the sides. No, well, not all of the sides, but most of them indeed. Just need to align this properly. And there we go. So yeah, I mean, within a matter of minutes, you can actually change this out. And you can always change it back if you decide in the end, like, all right, well, you know what? I don't like the tempered glass that much. I want to change back to the regular cover. Then you can just simply change it back.
Dark Lord of Caliban has a good question. Will the glass not block the airflow more than the mesh? Actually, there is like a bit of space in between.
I was saving that indeed to show you guys, but yeah, as you'll see, when I'm done screwing it on, there's actually a bit of space between the tempered glass and the case itself. So it's a bit of an offset or spacer, if you will.
Yeah, so it has room to breathe from the sides rather than directly choking the fan.
Okay, time to do some.
Oh, actually, does it also have like a mesh panel in the glass?
Sorry?
It even has a mesh in the glass, hasn't it?
It does, yeah.
Nice.
Here. So there's extra airflow, especially where the CPU is, the CPU cooler is seated indeed. So, it's not all form, it's also function.
Peeling.
So nice.
Peeling ASMR.
Oh yes. I just hope I didn't really get too much fingerprints on this thing. Okay, let's see, because I have 2 screws left, and I'm really wondering if I'm supposed to put them somewhere or.
Maybe those screws are if you want to tighten the case so it cannot you cannot accidentally open it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be.
I really can't see where I should be. I mean, there was like a little thing here, which I obviously didn't see or didn't look at, but let me see.
Always read the manual.
Installing tempered glass. Okay, it says remove the side panel. Step 1, unscrew and take it off. And then it tells you step 3 to install the hinges, which I did. Well, I screwed them in place. Put the thing on and close it. Well, that's pretty much what I did. So, yeah, I guess honestly, they do look like they are just extra screws in case you lose them or something, because it doesn't tell you that you need more than 4. So, yeah. And even the screws you take out in the first place, you want to keep them obviously for in case you want to put the old cover back. But yeah. So there it is. And now you can basically just it's like a magnet closing. So maybe you can hear that when it will, and it's quite grippy actually, so it doesn't open easily. You really need to tug on it to open it, so it's probably not gonna open by accident. But that gives you very easy access to, if you want to upgrade or put some storage devices in or swap something out. And if you close it, it just looks like that. Obviously, you'd probably want to remove this sticker as well, just to make it look good, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it on. Yeah. And maybe you can show this with the the Droid cam as well if you want. Maybe a bit of close-up. Right. Oh, yeah, there we go. See all the reflections.
Our well cleaned up studio.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, you can see a little bit into the case, but not that much. So. But yeah, so that's nice, and this is literally how long it takes to change that. So that's a nice touch. Then I think we can continue into the slides if you want, because I just wanted to show you guys like literally that's how you do it. But that's only on the Trident X, by the way. So the Trident A and AS, you basically have to make a choice. So basically, we'll show that later on as well. But one has a fixed tempered glass panel, and the other one has a fixed, just
solid
opaque
panel.
Yeah, solid panel indeed. Portability. So you don't get, this PC doesn't have a external power adapter. Some, like I think our earlier Trident 3, I think it was called, they were even a bit smaller than this one. And they actually had like an external power brick, kind of like a laptop, if you want. So that's also something that's possible, obviously. But in this case, the power supply is actually inside this case. And I showed that earlier on as well. It's because the power supply has an SFX, or a small form factor. It is a small form factor.
Yes,
which
in the back
also
you just see like the regular power cable that...
Yeah. But I mean, here it's located in the front of the PC, actually. But this also means that, for example, if you have to, I think this kind of power supply is replaceable. I mean, it's not like a completely custom power
this is just a standard SFX one.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not sure. We currently don't have them in our lineup separately, but those are definitely available. So, I mean, in this case, if anything happens to it and outside of warranty, it is replaceable. So it doesn't mean that you have to kind of, dispose of the whole system, which would be a shame. So.
Or if you want to upgrade later on, but I don't, like for this model.
In this case, it has a 850 watt gold rated power supply.
But this depends on the exact model. Like on the Trident A and AS, it will be more limited.
Indeed, yeah. RTX on-site panels, hell yeah. But I mean, it's a nice touch that, yes, the PSU, it's small, so it will fit into this form factor, but it's also still replaceable if you need down the road. Also, it's quite easy to upgrade. I mean, I've already shown you on this side of the PC, of course, really easy. You can access the hard disk, 2.5-inch cages. Also, here you have the CPU and the CPU cooler, and if you would take those out, you also have the RAM modules, which you can upgrade if you would like. And on the other side, and I'm gonna see if I can show you that now. But I probably will use the Droid cam for that, so I don't have to rotate the whole system. But first, I'll take the cover off. On the other side, you will have access to the graphics card, but also a M.2 slot. And I do believe that the system has two M.2 slots, and one of them, the one that's in use, is on the side of the CPU and the CPU cooler, so that's actually on this side. And there should be one on this side.
So basically one is on the front of the motherboard, and one is behind the motherboard.
Yeah, I was going to say that. So basically on this side you'll see that it's the rear, or the back end of the motherboard. You can try Droid cam if you want. Is it working?
Oh, blacked out.
Yeah, I think I may have accidentally closed it, but you can try to reconnect.
Yes, we're back.
Here we go. So here you see, and it's really nice, the graphics card as well. It's almost like, this is also really nice to see, because it just has like this top lighting, the Mystic Light RGB working there. As you can see, the light strip. But yeah, lighting the graphics card. In this case, this is a 3080 Ti Ventus 3X. So it's a really cool, good graphics card. Also, just a regular graphics card out of a lineup. There's nothing custom about it. The only thing that's custom is the way it's seated. So as you can see, it's vertically seated in here, but you can swap this out or upgrade it if you want to. The only thing you need to make sure is that you're using the similar amount of power connectors, because I think because of this case, it's kind of, I don't think you get additional cables, power cables for the graphics card that you could swap it out, or that you can change the layout. So you kind of are limited to the connectors that you have here. but 2 times 8 should still be plenty for most things. So the graphics card, and to swap this out, you do have to, I think, remove the top panel, but also that, I mean, you see there's 2 screws here on the back, and if you remove those, I think you can remove the top panel quite easily. Here's the back of the power supply, by the way. So as you can see, there's a fan in there as well to cool it a little bit. And here's the motherboard. And indeed, right there, I'm not going to touch the motherboard, but right there, there's the M.2 slot. So indeed, it's free. So you can, or it's uninhabited, let's say, there's nothing in there. So you can actually extend or upgrade your storage there by putting another M.2 SSD in there.
I see some questions in chat. Joey is asking, is there a micro ATX or mini ITX board in? This is a mini ITX motherboard. Yeah. And the Codfather says, how hot does it get while playing a game? Actually, we did play some Stray before. Yeah. I see you're watching on YouTube. Actually, if you go a little bit back.
Yeah, but we can play it again in a little bit down the road in the stream, so you can actually see it
as well.
The GPU, I think, went to about like 80 degrees is the highest I saw, I think, and the CPU...
CPU was around 60, I think?
Yeah, like 60 indeed. Also very nice, you can actually kind of see it here, is that the graphics card has its own space in the case here. So it has its own room, let's say, meaning that if the graphics card gets hot, its temperature, its hot air, cannot really influence the temperature of the CPU, of the motherboard, or of the power supply unit. So this is also something that is called silent storm cooling. It's quite, yeah, we can see the slides maybe, Michiel. Yeah. This is actually the next slide, here we go. And it's basically, we've been doing this in our system for quite a while already, but this one also applies it, and it basically says that each of the main components that produce heat, that is the GPU, the CPU, and the power supply, they are separated in the case, and they each have basically their own dedicated
chamber, basically.
Chamber and also airflow and access to fresh air, meaning that within a normal case, let's say like a desktop case, everything is in the same space, meaning that if one thing gets really hot, the rest kind of gets hot from the ambient temperature as well, so it can influence each other in that way. In this case, that's not really going to happen. So it's really going to have its own space and its own way of getting rid of the heat. So that's quite nice.
I see a question in chat on Twitch. What about the non-X version? How is the cooling on those? Basically, the silent storm cooling is the same. Yes. The main difference in cooling between these two are the CPU cooler is slightly different. Now. But also this, indeed. Yeah. This is something that's specifically on the Trident X. Yeah, it actually has, because the heat will go up, obviously, naturally, the convection, so it will come up through the top of the case, which is quite open, so the air can come up here quite freely. But indeed, so what they've done for these systems, because they're the most high-end, and so basically they will also produce the most heat, they've put inside this, the base, the foot basically of the case, they've put 2 fans which blow air up through it and then help with, it's kind of like, if in a laptop you can have like a laptop stand with a fan in it as well. I guess you can kind of look at it like that. It's a bit of extra airflow that's being generated. And that's something indeed that only the Trident X has, and so the Trident A and AS do not have that. They do have a stand, by the way, so it's still, it helps it because the stand kind of creates a bit of air at the bottom as well, so it has a bit of extra room to breathe, let's say, or to pull fresh air from. But it doesn't have the active fans inside. And then there's one more difference in terms of cooling, that's the CPU cooler. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed.
So indeed, also on the Trident X again, because it has the high end, a bit more higher end CPUs as well in this case.
And that's the K SKUs, and they have a bit of a higher TDP than a non-K / non-overclockable model.
Indeed, they're also overclockable. So indeed, what we've made sure is that these the coolers used on the Trident X also can use a little bit more, can deal with a little bit more heat. So they're rated for a higher TDP. They're a bit more efficient at cooling, and that's again because they have CPUs inside of the case that use a bit more power potentially.
Also, what you see here is the CPU cooler we used in the previous generations of Trident X. So, for example, the Trident X 10th, 11th, but for the 12th, we also increased the cooler a bit, especially the height of the fins. Yes. And this leads to 26% more surface area, so more efficient heat dissipation as well. Of course, to get rid of that heat of a KSQ CPU.
Yeah, indeed. So again, all tailor-made for these these higher-end systems and configurations. This was what Michiel was kind of referring to earlier as well with 2.5 gigahertz, gig LAN and Wi-Fi 6 or 6E. In this case, I think all of them, like all the Trident X, AS, and A, all of them have Wi-Fi 6E support. So also the extended range, meaning 6 gigahertz frequency. Which is really nice, which means you're basically ready for basically the coming generation of Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi 6 is, I think that's becoming more common now, and more people using it, but Wi-Fi 6E is still quite new, like using the 6 gigahertz band. So that's really something that's going to come in the coming years. When you upgrade your router now, you're likely to come across this. And 2.5 gig LAN, I mean, most people, I think almost no people have access to an internet connection faster than 1 gigabit yet privately. So even if you do, it's going to be very rare for now.
But within your house, it's getting more common to get a faster network. Of course, the other devices that you want to use it with also need to support this.
Yes.
So for example, if you want to copy files from a NAS, a storage or something faster, then of course the NAS also needs to support 2.5 gigabit LAN, and your switch needs to support
that. And your NAS better not run mechanical hard drive, because then you're never going to use or you need to run like a bunch of them in RAID, maybe. But yeah, probably you need SSDs in your NAS to even reach this kind of speed. But it's really nice, because that just means that you have all the bandwidth you can possibly ask for in this PC. Also, obviously, we need RGB. So
for the extra FPS,
Mystic
right?
Light, indeed. So because otherwise it wouldn't be a beastly PC. So you have Mystic Light, and in Trident X and AS, it's addressable, meaning you can fully customize how it looks. You can put effects. You can fully customize it. And on the Trident A, it can still change color, I think. So it does like a color loop, but it can only show one color at a time. So
you can also define the color yourself in MSI Center software. So for example, if you want to set it to blue or red or anything, you can do that.
But it can only show one color at any given time. So it cannot do a full rainbow display. No.
And they can indeed do more effects because of that addressable RGB lighting.
Well, here's the overview. So there's the main differences. As you can see, from left to right, Trident A, AS, and X. And I think you can kind of see this like more entry level is the A within the Trident range. AS is a bit more premium already, owing to, for example, the tempered glass side and addressable RGB Mystic Light. And then the Trident X, because you can choose between having the tempered glass or not, but also internally there's a lot of differences which we'll go over right now.
I actually forgot one thing in this table.
Uh-oh.
The memory. It's DDR4 in the Trident A and the Trident AS, and it's DDR5 in the Trident X.
Yes, indeed. Because indeed within Trident X you get the overclockable K CPU. And the Trident AS and A have they also come with i7 or i5 configurations, but they will be the non-K CPUs or even the F SKUs. So they are not overclockable. They also don't get the larger CPU cooler because the TDP is a bit lower, so they don't necessarily need them. So that's also a difference. The chipsets is one of the major differences, and also one of the reasons why the other things are different between these SKUs. The Trident X uses or is based on the Z690 Intel chipset, and the AS and the A are based on the B660. So this also means that, for example, the Trident X, it being based on the Z690, does support PCI Gen 5, whereas the B660 based AS and A SKUs don't support PCIe. That's because of the chipset. Also the tempered glass windows, well, I basically mentioned that the Trident X, you actually get a choice. You can choose, as you saw earlier on the stream, if you want to use the tempered glass or not, but it's in the box. With the AS, it's already fitted out with the tempered glass, and it basically just has the tempered glass. You don't get the other closed side with it, so you're stuck with the tempered glass, but I mean, that's the choice. And with the Trident A, you get the metal side. So
the solid panel.
Exactly. You don't get the tempered glass. Additional bottom fans. Well, we already mentioned it, but we're going to repeat it. So only the Trident X has that in the base of the PC. And then Mystic Light RGB. Well, also already mentioned, but Trident X and AS are fully addressable Mystic Light RGB, meaning all kinds of effects and colors you can display at the same time and sync up with everything. The Trident A is a little bit more simplified in terms of how it's configured. So it can still do Mystic Light RGB, but only one color at any given time, and you can still change the color by yourself.
Yo, Anto is asking on YouTube chat, case looks thin, how many fans are inside? When talking specifically about the Trident X, you got CPU fan.
Yeah.
In the SKU that we're using, it's a triple fan
graphics
card, so that's 4. And then there's one in the power supply, and there are 2 fans in the base. So that's 7 fans in total in this case.
In this PC, indeed. Yeah. 7 fans. So, can you fit a Supreme X in there? No. Actually, funny story. I had the same question with a couple of weeks ago. We had the P100X system here. And in terms of the form factor, this Trident X and the P100X, which is like a creator PC, are fairly similar. I mean, they're both, I think, almost pretty much 10 liters. The main reason why you cannot fit, well, it depends, I would say. Somebody was specifically looking to include a, what was it? Oh no, this was actually the other way around. Sorry, this was a. They wanted to fit a, what was it? Founders Edition 3090 in there, which is by definition the I/O shield is takes 3 slots, and if you can, you can switch to the Droid Cam. Not sure if it's still active. Yeah, here we go. Yep. I mean, as you can see, as long as it only takes up 2 expansion slots, so in the back here you see 1, 2, there's physically only space for 2 slots. And then there's a little bit of space on the side, but not too much. So as you can see, there's, as long as it doesn't stick out, and you can actually look at, for example, the 3080 Ti. Maybe you can look that up right now, Mike. Yep. The 3080 Ti, and I think even the 3090 Ventus 3X, the thickness that it has and the length that it has, that's basically what this case can support. So as long as the dimensions stay within that range, you should be okay. But as I mentioned before as well, you have these power cables, and I know that most Supreme cards, they have the opportunity to use a bit more power, but that also means that they will need, I think, an additional 6 or 8 pin depending on which GPU it's based on. But I think everything above, everything above a 3070 Ti or something, or 3070 Supreme, it uses more than 2 8-pins. It requires an extra 6-pin or even an additional 8-pin. So in that case, probably not.
So this is a side view of the RTX 3080 Ti Ventus. And as you can see, it's a little bit thicker than 2 slots, but it doesn't require like a 3-slot bracket. And that's important to be able to fit it in this case.
So there's multiple things to consider in case you want to upgrade. But honestly, if you're considering buying this, then, you know, with the current configurations and the graphics cards that are in there, you know, at least for this generation, you should be fine. And perhaps for a future generation, you could consider to upgrade, but yeah, it really depends on if you think it's necessary. And like I mentioned, there's a couple of things to consider there, so make sure you make a well-informed choice before you do it.
Hello, VRK, welcome.
Yes.
Marder's saying 3080 Supreme X 2.9 slots probably won't fit. Ventus maybe. Yeah, Ventus should be okay, because the one I just shown is 3080 Ti Ventus.
Indeed. Usually Ventus cards are not, you know, the Supreme cards are made that they have the best cooling as well. So they offer the most premium experience, also the most premium cooling,
but also the biggest
premium performance. So indeed, so that means that their cooler is going to be bigger, because the bigger the cooler, the more efficient your cooling is if you do it right. At least if you use the space right, then that basically just translates into bigger cooling capacity, and that's really what you need to.
There's more surface area.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can go back to the slides a bit. Indeed. So here's an overview. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is the Trident A model, and yeah, the most important things for you to look at are the chipset. So it's B660, also the CPUs at the top, and it uses, as Michiel mentioned already, this one uses DDR4 instead of DDR5 on the Trident X. Yeah. And depending on the configuration, it can come with a 500 or 750 watt 80 plus gold certified SFX form factor power supply. But all of them should be 80 plus gold certified. That's something that they should all have in common. I saw somebody asking about pricing as well. Well, these are just some indications. This is for Europe, for the information that we got.
Also important to mention, the exact configurations you can get can also differ per region.
So yeah, this is just to give you an indication.
These are just some examples from what's available within Europe, and also the price in euro, including 21% VAT. Yeah. But best to check with your local reseller what exact configurations are available and at what price.
Basically you can see from the bottom end with an i5-12 400F CPU, a 3050 in there, 16 gigs of DDR4 and a 512 gig SSD, none additional space, but you can upgrade that later if you want. That's about 1,500 euros with VAT, so that's basically your starting point. And then for the Trident A, it goes up to about 2,100 euros, and that would be then the i7-12700F with a 3060 Ti, 32 gigs of DDR4, 512 gig SSD, and a 1 terabyte hard drive in there. So again, that's just an indication, and again, yeah, there might be other or more SKUs available depending on what region you're in.
Charlie Holmes is asking, can you change the internal PSU, like if you want to upgrade the GPU later? Yes, it's a regular SFX PSU, so you can.
Yes. The AS then, so the main difference between the A and the AS are that it has, the AS has the tempered glass side panel.
And addressable RGB?
Yeah, addressable RGB, and there's a small differences in this case in terms of the models it comes with, but that can differ. So for those, also as an indication, for example, if you have the i7-12700F with the 3060, 16 gigs of DDR4, 512 gig SSD, and a 1 terabyte hard drive, you're at about 2,000 euros. And it can go up to, in this case, what we've received the information is that you can go up to i7-12700F. So the same, basically the same CPU all along, but you get the 3070 Ti graphics card, 32 gigs of DDR4, also a 512 gig SSD, M.2 SSD, and a 2 terabyte hard disk, and you're at about 2.6K. Then the Trident X, so these are the top end models, and as you can see, those go up to a 3090 graphics card. Our configuration has a 3080 Ti, so that's pretty close. i7-12700K, so it's the overclockable SKU based on the Intel Z690 architecture. It supports DDR5 instead of DDR4, sorry. And I mean, in terms of what you can add, it also, all of them offer space for 2 M.2 drives and 2 2.5 inch drive bays. So also the connectivity should be pretty much similar across the board, although the A and the AS have the Realtek chips, I believe. The LAN chips.
So the 2.5 gigabit LAN on the A and AS Realtek.
Exactly, and this one uses the Intel, so that's a little bit more premium, but you'd expect that with a more premium model. So, and also 850 watt 80 plus gold certified power supply. And also, well, for the Trident X pricing indication, here you go, from starting at the lower end, basically you get the i7-12700K. So it's always the same CPU again. RTX 3070 in this case, 32 gigs of DDR5, 1 terabyte SSD, and 1 terabyte hard drive. It's about 2,900 euros.
Basically, between the SKUs right here, only the graphics card is different.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I thought there would be more difference, but indeed, yeah. And up to a 3080 Ti, which is actually this is the top end system. The one that you see there is the one that we have on the table here. So it has a 3080 Ti and those specs, and that will cost you about 4,100. Again, it really depends on your country, reseller, market situation. So check your local reseller if you're interested. But yeah, this is just to give you an indication. I'll also quickly cover the monitor I'm using. So I'm using the Optics MAG 274 QRF-QD. We've done a whole live stream about this monitor in the past, so if you want to know more in-depth information about this monitor and what makes it so good, you can look that up on our channel. We did a whole live stream. It's
actually a live stream about all quantum dot models we have.
Yeah, I think it was indeed included in that one. I'm not sure,
it's
but
like
I think so.
2 months ago? I think somewhere in May.
Yeah, could very well be. Anyway, it's an esports monitor. Basically, that means it has a really high refresh rate and
a flat panel.
And a flat panel indeed as well. Rapid IPS, so it still has great viewing angles, but it's very fast in terms of its response times and gray to gray and everything like that. It also has the quantum dot technology, meaning that the colors are really nice and vivid. This is a WQHD or 1440p monitor, high refresh rate, 165 Hertz, 1 millisecond gray to gray response time, so it's really fast. G-Sync compatible, so it doesn't have the
so no physical module.
Yeah, indeed, not the module in there, but it is. It does have the compatible. So basically, you can, especially with GPU like what you get in the Trident systems, that's a nice match. So you can still get the variable refresh rate applied.
And it can also work with AMD cards with Vsync.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Although with the G-Sync compatible, it's like a certified thing as well. So it is certified for that. Yeah. And of course, it supports our full gaming OSD app. So all the functionality within our monitors that, again, you can see in one of the dedicated streams about it. And an adjustable stand. I mean, you can pretty much put it, any which way you like it. You can tilt it. You can rotate it, anything you like. And there's nice RGB on it as well. Okay, I think we can go back to the giveaway maybe again, right?
Yeah, I think it's
so another giveaway.
Good moment for a giveaway.
Yes.
If you haven't participated yet, go to msi.com/2/insider. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, you can also follow the direct link to Gleam that our bot will put in the chat once every 5 minutes. If you have already participated, but you didn't win the first draw, no need to sign up again, because you'll automatically be included in the other drawings as well. Then we have 2 more winners. The honor is all yours.
Oh, mine?
Yep.
Aapje.
Congratulations. You also won a
Just
code
for those who are wondering, that's Dutch for monkey.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And?
Fromo68.
The number is 1 too low.
What? No, it's 68.
Yeah, the number is 1 too low. It should have been 1 higher.
I thought you meant I said it wrong.
No,
that's
you said it
right?
correct.
That's not a 9.
No, it's 68. Missed opportunity. But congratulations.
It's almost nice.
Yeah. You both did win a game code for Assassin's Creed Valhalla and the code for the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC.
Yes.
So please keep an eye out on your mailbox, then we'll email the code to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it.
Indeed. So
Marudir says 69 was probably taken. Could be.
Yeah, it usually is. It's a very popular number, like a lucky number for a lot of people, I guess. Yeah. So just for the full experience, I'm going to screw this side panel back on as well, also to kind of accurately portray the thermals.
Yeah.
Because if I was going to leave this off, then
that's cheating.
I guess so. It'll get a bit more access to fresh air. Although even with this on, there is also mesh exactly where the graphics card and the PSU are seated, so they should have plenty of room to get fresh air.
Owner is asking, Mike, how excited are you? If we're playing cat games, I'm always excited.
Yeah, I think he was a bit bummed when I said, well, I'll do the playing. But he also told me that probably when we get home, he's gonna log into the company account and play the crap out of this game. So
I have to fight for that system with my girlfriend. I'm pretty sure she wants to play it as well.
Yeah, maybe.
She was already asking for the account info. I said not before the live stream because otherwise she would log in now and we get kicked out of this.
Exactly, during
so
the live stream.
So let's not do that.
I'm playing, do you mind? All right, anyway, also want to show you guys a little bit about our latest desktop campaign. So this is MSI.com. If you go there, you can go to, at the top, what's new, and there's always the latest like campaigns or new things that you can find. And one of it is called I Want It All. And this is a campaign that's all about giving you more information about our pre-built desktop system. So as you can see, the Trident is there as well. You can see the Gc30 in the middle, which is a huge machine. Is that a Maverick on the right? I'm not sure.
On the right side, no,
Yeah.
I think it's one of her. No, that's our Infinite S.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. But anyway, it's a full lineup of our desktop, our pre-built desktop systems, and basically this gives you information about why this is basically just as easy as buying a console. It works a little bit differently, but still. So we basically want to show you guys. It's really easy to start if you're a console gamer, but you're kind of looking at PC gaming thinking it looks exciting and it looks interesting, but yeah, I'm not sure because it can be a lot of work and it can be quite technical. I don't want to build my own system. Well, we've got you covered because we've got these awesome pre-built systems right here. So this explains everything about why you should consider it as well. From the different kinds of the many different kinds of platforms you have that you can use, Steam, Origin, good old games, Xbox, Epic Games, and that's just to name a few. But also things like high FPS gaming, high refresh rate, which is still I think some of the latest consoles are kind of getting there and trying out some of the higher refresh rates, or at least
also depends on the exact game, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's still it's not like commonplace in console gaming yet. But for PC gaming, at least you have the opportunity to do that. Also, it's very easy. It's scalable. You can upgrade things. So in the end, it's a really good investment. Also, there you have a game, and reason why we're showing you this, this PC and this specific monitor, is because you can actually win them. The Trident X12 and this monitor that I have right here, the MAG274 QRF-QD. There's also a MAG Codex X5 12th gen up for grabs, and an MAG Infinite S3. So an S3 means it's small. The S stands for small. 12, so that's a small form factor system, and all of them can be won. And what you have to do, if I remember correctly, is you have to show off your gaming skills. And I'm going to try and show you, probably fail at it, but still show you how to do that. But here's an overview of the desktop. So you've got the Aegis, which now basically is this the Aegis TI5 lineup. Trident systems, and as you can see here, there's our Trident X12 that we have on the table here. There's the Trident 312, so we still have them. These are even a bit smaller than the Trident X. Trident AS.
Trident 3 is the one that is smaller but uses an external.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it has an external power brick indeed. Yeah. And we also have our previous gen, let's say, because they're 11th generation Intel. But probably they will still use RTX 30 series. So yeah, they're also still pretty good. Infinite series, indeed, as you can see, these are the Infinites that I can still remember. It's the last generation, and these are the newer ones. I didn't see them quite
Dushan is asking, may I get the link for this, please? Would love to know more. Can you maybe show again on top how you get here? So
yes.
You go to MSI.com?
Yes. Well, basically I went full screen as well, but what I'll do is I'll just completely go back to MSI.com. So basically this is just, if you go to MSI.com, this is what you see. And then at the top there's a menu structure here. And you have products, ODM solutions, what's new, and support. Go to what's new, click on that, and there you have an overview, showcase arena, and there at the moment at least the second item, it could be different tomorrow if there's something new added, but at the moment it's I Want It All. You can probably Google it as well, MSI I want it all, and it'll probably just take you to the landing page. Click on that, and there you go. That's where I was looking. Yeah. So the Infinite systems, quite nice as well. These are a bit more like regular sized desktop PCs, mid-tower, let's say. So yeah. And then the codecs, which are also pretty much regular sized systems. All of them have a little bit of a different design approach and philosophy to them. And then there's the Meta, which again also is like, you know, normal sized.
Yeah, we actually did talk about codecs and Meta quite recently.
Yes, yeah, indeed. We had, I think we featured the latest ones.
Yeah.
Am I remembering it right that Meta is, at least some of them are based on AMD systems?
Meta is all AMD CPU based.
Yep.
They're available in different configurations. Some have an AMD graphics card as well, some have an NVIDIA graphics card. And codecs is based on an Intel CPU.
Yes, yeah, indeed. So that's the difference between those two, indeed. Yeah. So a nice overview there. Of course, you can leave your information here. That's also if you agree to participate in the giveaway. And what you can do then, here you see I want it all, and there's a play button. So what you have to do is it's like a brick breaker game, and you have to basically just get a high score. So you can click on it, and as you can see, it's kind of like that. And yeah, let's give it a go. Now I haven't really practiced or done anything here, so let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, you need to press the mouse and hold it in to move it. So basically, you want to catch these power-ups while you bounce everything. But yeah, this is pretty neat. Looks pretty cool for a browser game.
Venom is asking, is it global?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. You'd have to check the small print, let's say. I can imagine that, as usual, there are some countries that might be excluded because, for example, their laws don't. Oh, that was dumb. Their laws don't allow giveaways. So in some cases, it's like gambling, I guess, in a way, because you can win something that's worth actual money. So some countries don't allow that.
Yeah, that's unfortunately also why we have to exclude certain countries from
our giveaway. Pew, 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 pew. I'm really not good at these kind of games.
So if you're in one of those countries, it's not because we want to exclude you.
No, it's because it's the law and we have to obey it. There we go.
Nice.
And then you get another level. So, and I think it just goes on like this until you have 3 lives by the look of it, and it just goes on until you.
It's a bit like air hockey.
Yeah, it is. Oh, this is a cool power up as well. So basically, you can just destroy a whole lot of. There we go.
Easy.
Oh. Pew. Failed to catch the power up there.
7th and 7 says I purchased MSI Z690 Edge motherboard. We'll have it in 10 days. Nice, good choice. What CPU are you getting with it? My guess would be like a Core i5-12600K or Core i7-12700K or KF if you're using a dedicated graphics card.
Oh, I've got the fireball again. Should be able to go through multiple things at the same time. Anyway.
i5-12600K, nice combination.
Yeah.
Hi Demon says I played it last night, it's fun.
It is, yeah, it's actually, it's quite relaxing. Anyway, I'll probably just fail on purpose because I don't want to bore you guys too much.
It doesn't look relaxing, it looks very stressing.
It's not, well, I mean, but it looks really nice.
Like
right?
if you only have one ball, it's quite okay, but if you have several.
For a browser game, really, it's, yeah. And it plays quite nice as well, so. Anyway, I'm excluded from winning any prizes anyway, obviously, because, you know, I work here.
Well,
so.
you have that combination in front of you anyway.
Sorry?
You have that combination in front of you anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I already get to play with it, so it wouldn't be fair. But anyway, but yeah, just for the sake of playing the game, it's already it's quite fun. have to say. Not as much fun as Stray. I mean,
no?
There are differences. I like this as well, personalization, like really the RGB, emphasizing the RGB of it all. Okay, so after this level I'll probably end it, because...
Jesse S is asking, what game is it?
This is a browser game that you can play to have a chance to win a PC or a monitor. It's part of our I Want It All campaign that you can find on MSI.com. So yeah, you're welcome to participate and give it a try. Can I pause it? Oh, I can actually pause it. That's nice. Anyway, and if you're wondering about like the rules or legal things, you can find them there as well. So here's a full overview, and I think it's even in multiple languages. So yeah, if you really want to know the nitty-gritty of it, then make sure you check that. And there's even a MSI Best Desktop campaign. Basically, this will try to help you by asking you a couple of questions. This can help you to find the right desktop that you're looking for. So, for example, are you looking for an extreme system, an enthusiast, or mainstream? Also, do you prefer Intel or AMD? Are you looking for a specific series, a certain desktop size, small form factor or mid tower? Do you want DDR5 or DDR4 support? What kind of GPU you want in there? Maximum memory support. So this is not the memory that's already pre-installed. How many M.2 slots should be in there? How many hard disk slots should be in there? CPU cooling, because yes, we do have some systems with liquid cooling. And do you care about RGB LEDs, yes or no? So just by filtering these, it can kind of help you narrow down which pre-built desktops are, should be more to your taste, let's say. Will there be a version of Trident X with the 12900K? I doubt it.
I don't think there are any plans at the moment. Also, in terms of cooling, that's a huge challenge because of the size, you have limited cooling capacity, and 12900K really needs some beefy cooling.
Yeah, indeed.
So if we, for example, will put a 12900K in this exact model with the same cooler, you're probably throttling the 12900K, and you wouldn't get more out of it than out of a 12700K anyway. So you would be paying more for the same performance, which it's not really worth it. That,
and for gaming, I would honestly, if you're playing most AAA games, are you likely
really
to notice a difference between the i9 and the i7?
Not really.
Probably not. It's not going to max it out either way. It really depends, probably on your graphics card. And if you're playing really, competitive games, CS:GO, for example, which more rely on the CPU for producing, humongous amounts of frames per second, which will put more of a strain on the CPU. The 12th gen chips, whether even the i5 will do a more than
for those kind of games, it's more about the single core performance, and the single core performance of all of those CPUs is really good because they all have those P cores,
and it's quite similar as well, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
there's not a whole lot of difference.
It can be like a slight difference in clock speed, but they're minor differences.
Yeah, you're unlikely to notice them.
12900K is especially worth it if you're doing like very heavy multi-threaded workloads, then it will be faster than 12700K, just because it has more cores. But yeah, in terms of cooling in such a small case, I wouldn't recommend a 12900K.
Yeah.
Also, as a mini ITX custom PC builder myself, I would not consider a 12900K.
No, indeed. I also wouldn't, because for me, again, also in my home PC build, all I do basically is just play some games every now and again. So really, there's no added value in having, I don't know how many, stupid amount of cores, because I don't use them.
For certain other workloads, it can be worth it, but make sure you can fit a relatively large cooler in order to.
Yeah. Well, like I mentioned, if you do workloads on there, or some editing, streaming, whatever, some big processing stuff. Yeah, then it can be worth it, but just look at your own personal situation and Especially even the i5 and the i7s these days. I mean, they've got a big amount of cores already, 12th gen. So
yeah, for gaming, i5 and i7 are very good CPUs.
Yes. Yeah. And especially i5 then becomes really good bang for the buck as well.
Yeah.
If you don't want to spend too much. Even
a non-K like the 12400 for like a mid-range game PC, very good CPU.
Exactly. Okay. Shall we fire up the game again?
Ooh.
Because I said we would fire it up again, and then we can see some in-game thermals and stuff like that.
Let me also show
where we left
the specifications.
Yeah. Here we go.
So a little bit more Stray, and then we will pick some last winners for today's giveaway.
Exactly, yeah.
So make sure to sign up if you haven't done so. MSI.com/2/insider.
I think. Oh, it's the same. Was I in the same area? No, it shouldn't be.
I think same area, but you were further in.
It's the same chapter. Yeah. Oh, well, this actually is where I remember it leaving off. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, yeah. Pay attention to the thermals as well. What I can do, by the way, to make it just a bit more challenging, and I've noticed that I can do here, is put the resolution scale to, I think 200 is the max. Here we go. So as you can see, the frame rate is still uncapped. It's still 4040p, but at rendering at 200%, Mike, that makes it? Is that 4K or 8K even?
No, this is like, you will render 50... Let me see. Wait, let me calculate. 5120 times 2880. That's the resolution you will render right now.
So 5120 at, so that's like a bit above 4K. That's 5K?
Yeah, basically.
Like 5K. Anyway, so just to make it a bit of, because no, 3080 Ti, come on. You know, it can use a bit of a challenge, so see if we can make it sweat. But as you can see here now, the GPU is 100% stressed, or loaded, rather. So that's that tells you. Oh yeah, now I remember. Here we are. Okay, we need to, of course, knock this thing off, because that's what cats do. And then I need to go over here. All right. Well, luckily there are these really handy arrows here, as you can see, which help to point the way. And then this is a big jump.
Do you see any difference in image quality when you render in a higher resolution?
Yeah, I was looking at that. I mean, stuff looks maybe a little bit more sharp, I guess, but it's not
but
like
nothing significant.
No, it's not like on when I was using 100% that I thought it was, you know, lacking sharpness or anything like that. So I know and I can tell by the FPS that it is rendering on a much higher resolution. But I can't say that I.
So really interesting for the benchmark, but at home just use the native resolution if you can.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, in this case, we're trying to see what happens if we, you know, absolutely just make it ridiculously hard for the GPU, for the whole system, let's say, to see what we can do. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go?
Well, by rendering this in 200% render resolution, you're actually making it easier on the CPU. That one's chilly.
Oh wait, I think I know what to do. Do I? No, I think I need to get in here. Yeah, that's the stuff. Physics, guys, physics. Press B to meow. What? Wait, I meow and the lights go on? What the hell is that?
I also saw this game is super popular on Twitch.
Yeah,
I was watching the overview. It had like over 50K viewers.
Look at that. This is really. This is like landing lights on an airfield, right? It's like this way, this way.
Is the camera like nodding?
That one, yeah, I think it is. But is that when I? Yeah, there we go. Like, yeah, go there. You see that? Wait, we can.
Yo, Entu says my cat is playing outside. What if she saw me play this game?
Yeah,
she'd get jealous.
I think so. Yeah, she's probably.
Why
gonna be
are you playing with another cat?
Yeah. Why are you? How dare you? Now I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go here, but. Is there anywhere I can jump here? No? Here then? No. See, the camera is really keeping a close eye on me. Am I supposed to walk across this line? Ooh, no.
No, that doesn't work.
I thought that was it. Okay, well, I'm clearly supposed to go here, but then oh, right, there's a beam there. Here we go. I mean, honestly, it is quite obvious when you find out. It's like, ah, right, okay, fair enough. Here you go, chair. Not sure if I was supposed to do that, but don't.
Just casually destroying everything.
What if I? Yeah, well, that's what cats do, isn't it? Now, I could use some arrows right now.
Probably have to jump somewhere.
It kind of looks like I have to go here, but I don't know.
Seventh is asking what's the CPU. This is a Core i7 12700K.
Yes. Yes, sir. Wait.
You can see all the specs of this specific SKU in the spec visual in the bottom of the screen right now.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
It's side.
Chair, leave me alone.
Specs.
Woo! What the hell?
Oh, not again.
Oh, luckily that wasn't too much of a drop. PTSD kicked in right there. I was like, nope.
Not again.
Okay, where do we go? Oh, okay, we go up here. And then there's like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to go here. I guess. Jump up here. So, you know, if you're a cat and you've got like, you know, you're afraid of heights, then you're really screwed. You shouldn't be afraid of heights if you're a cat.
I wish
think
my
that's
cat
what
would be a
I'm
little
taking
bit
away
more.
from this game.
I wish my cat would be more afraid of heights because she's really pushing it sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, well, I've done harder and further jumps than this, so I'm not sure why this isn't working. Why can't I go up? Oh, probably because I need to go
FGX Raven is asking, can a cat die in the game? Does it have 9 lives? Well, it can die. I don't know how many lives you have.
No, but it can die. Yeah, I've demonstrated that before, very expertly. I think it's the bionic rats or whatever they are, like the things that crawl there with the red eyes underneath on the floor.
Are they even eyes or are they LEDs?
I don't know. It's probably LEDs, but whatever. Cameras, IR cameras.
But do they support?
I'm sticking with like Windows Hello cameras.
But do their eyes support Mystic Light?
Yeah, or Tobii eye trackers. I don't know. No. Wait, wasn't I here? What happens when I meow? Is it meow?
Oh, apparently there is an achievement for when you die 9 times on Steam.
Nice touch. Cool. Nice touch. Yeah. So, okay, go here. Damn.
Sam's asking, could you enable DLSS? I don't think the game has support for this.
I can look for it, but settings, gameplay, is it?
I don't think you can.
No, auto camera, jump prompt, no. Audio controls, full screen resolution scale. So I've upped this. Vsync off, gamma settings, motion blur, sharpness, effects quality. I mean, there's just low, medium, and high, I think, on all of these. And I've put everything on high, which is the highest option. Mesh quality, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else in there than this. So I'm not sure if they have plans to add DLSS at any point, or even ray tracing, because I have no idea and no indication that there is ray tracing in the game currently. But it could be.
FGX Raven is asking, can you change the look of the cat? You cannot, right? Or can you?
Not at this stage, at least. I'm not sure if that's something that is like later on in the game. But also, I don't think so, because this is about, like, I think you're just playing through the story of this specific cat. And
I want to replicate my cat in the game.
I know. That's what most cat people like. But I want my cat. My cat has a personality, you know.
Hello, MSI team and fans. What game are you playing right now? It looks good. This is Stray.
Yes.
It's, I think it's a very new game. I think it launched like a little over a week ago.
Something like that, yeah. I should be able to just. There we go. The cats don't care about like, hey, you know, we've closed off. There's a gate here. You know, it's closed. Nope. Don't care.
Silent Shadow says he gets a backpack soon.
Yeah, I know, but
cool.
That's later on, right? I honestly.
The cat gets a backpack?
But yeah, it does.
Nice.
Let's see why. Oh, there's a power plug here. Oh, this is cool. So I can just disable the fan. Nice. What is this? Like something that I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like take this with me. Let's do that because it might be useful later on. And then, do I just? Can I? Oh, maybe just go here. Here we go. All right, fair enough. Yes. The flat. Oh.
Hydina says people are making custom skins, though the menu doesn't offer it.
No, not yet. But like I've mentioned, this feels like a game that it could support a lot more stuff, like customization indeed of the cat, but also even more of a story, more technology as well, like DLSS potentially, or FSR, or ray tracing. There's, I think, a lot of help. Okay, there's a lot of possibility here.
What is the feature you would like to see most?
Sorry?
What is the feature you would like to see most in this game?
Me?
Yeah.
I guess ray tracing, because I mean, the lighting here, it already looks pretty nice, and it's nice and warm. There's a lot of atmosphere to it, and I think this game is more about just the general look and feel and the atmosphere to it. And if it's not already included, which I would be surprised if it is, but some proper ray tracing, I think could help make that even better and even stronger.
For me, it will be co-op. I think it's cool if you can both play a cat.
Yeah.
And if you have to work together to get through certain things.
Yeah, true.
Have you played It Takes Two?
Kind of like Portal.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, this is awesome. Data corrupted, need help.
My cats are not allowed to do this at home.
Yeah, of course not.
Don't touch my keyboard.
Enter the door. Oh, this is really cool. D. Oh, awesome. Okay, somebody opened the door for us, so I'm curious. What was the saying? Curiosity killed the cat? Okay, so apparently I can just, jump on levers like this. Not sure if they're happy about this, but I guess I don't care. Because I'm a cat. Oh wait, yeah, now I see. I'm supposed to I'm supposed to get like these. Here we go. These power plugs. I've seen this in a review somewhere. So I'm supposed to get these power plugs from places like this, because now I don't need this anymore. Here. So that's one thing turned on, and then what? Oh, I saw there was the possibility to jump up here just now.
Silent Shadow says It Takes Two is the best co-op game ever. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It was also way longer than I expected. It took, I think, it took us 12 to 14 hours to finish the game. But it was really enjoyable. Also a lot of variation, which I really liked about that game.
Is there another one of these things?
Have you tried that one, Peter?
Sorry?
It Takes Two?
No, actually, I haven't.
It's definitely worth it.
I've heard it, yeah. Oh look, I think this is the thing that they're gonna fit me out with. The little
when your daughter is old enough, you should play It Takes Two with her. She'd enjoy it.
Well, I've got 2 kids, so I do have to. Wait, there's one here. Oh, look at that. So I just knocked it off like a true cat. There we go. That should fix it. Let's see, what does it? What do we get now? Oh, look at that! Oh, wow, cool. This is like James Bond stuff, like secret areas and stuff.
I was not thinking about James Bond when it was moving.
Well, Cat Bond, James Cat, whatever. James Fur.
I was thinking about a certain World War II situation.
Oh no!
It is with the bookshelf.
This isn't a bookshelf. Does this look like a bookshelf to you?
No, the one that moved to the side.
Right. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Like, am I supposed to cuddle up to this guy, or?
Oh, you did have to meow to the screen, right?
Well, I tried.
Oh, it didn't work?
It didn't really do anything in this case, no. I mean, I'm meowing right now.
Oh, pay attention to the pod. It's important to the story later.
Oh, okay. I will have a look. I'll have a look. What does it say? What does it say? Can we read this?
I'm not sure. For me, it's hard to read.
What does that say? No.
Hi Demon says Agent 009.
Yes. Agent 00 meow. Wait, oh, there's something here. Okay. And
what are you holding?
Yeah, I don't know. What is this? Some kind of battery pack or something? Oh no, this looks like a head. With like eyes, right? Doesn't it? A little bit? But I'm not
hard to see.
Probably it's telling me like in audio or something that I have to do. Oh, look at that! There's like this cat that waves, the lucky cat, there. But I can't go there. I can't interact with it, so that's really bothering me. I guess am I supposed to bring this here? It's
the chat are saying that's B12. B12 is the robot thing, I think.
Yeah, probably. Oh, here we go. Yep. Oh, it's uploading stuff. It's Gear's head. Grr. Ah, it says it, B12 indeed. Look, it has its own little rocket propeller.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, okay. I think it's broken. Oh. But it looks really cool, yeah. I think it's a really cute little story and game. Oh, I thought there were going to be like text boxes here. Oh! Because it's probably trying to communicate. And the cat's being an asshole. Like
it's
that.
a cat, what did you expect?
Well, cat's just being a cat, right?
Yeah. They're cute assholes though.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Text boxes.
Oh, you can talk to it.
I don't know. Can I? Yeah. Wait. There's.
Like
wait. What was the speak? It worked. I'm free. Thank you.
A cat having a conversation with a robot.
Yes.
Interesting.
Couldn't believe the cameras. A cat in the dead city. Can't remember my name. See, my memory is corrupted. I've been trapped. I know I work for scientists. For now, just call me B12. That's what it says on my exterior. Yes, that's true. Let's get out of here. Woo! I'm not alone. That key unlocks the door.
So is B12 like your personal assistant?
I think so, what I remember, yeah. You kind of carry him along with you, if I remember correctly. Take keys. Very good. Very good. Battery low already. Uh-oh, come over here. We're going to have to put this on. What? Oh. Oh, look at that. Oh. Don't cats hate that kind of stuff? When you put something on their body?
Yeah, mine do.
Look at that. Look at how he walks.
Yeah. Cats usually don't like that when you put something on.
I don't like it. I don't know. Why is he walking like that?
I once tried it with those little bells you can hang around the neck, so it was easier to locate them in the house, but they didn't like it at all. They're trying to get out of it all the time.
What the hell?
So I released them again.
This backpack was designed for small quadrupeds like you. Yeah, it's like they knew I was coming. Is this uncomfortable for you? You'll get used to it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I can open the inventory. Oh, I have an inventory now. Look at that. Fancy that. Examine. It's a key. Rotate. How do I... Oh, look at that. It's got a little hard drive attached to it.
Key and a hard drive,
yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Easy. But okay, people were asking about the temperatures. Well, we've now been playing for, I don't know, like 20 minutes or something. And like really maxed out the GPU as much as we could and made the settings as hard as possible.
Basically rendering 5K resolution.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can see the GPU, it's now after that time running at 78 degrees. So that's really nice and not hot at all. And the CPU is just breaking 50. But it's really not doing much work at all.
Quickly checking for reference, the ambient temperature here is 21 degrees.
Yeah. Now let's get out of this flat. Oh. What do we do? Oh, here we go. So like he digitalized the key, he said. So open, select an item. Yes. Okay, cool. So now we can navigate this world and conquer the world. Oh, what? I have to... What the hell? Okay, wait, I'm just going to... what is this? Should this work, guys? No. Ah.
Maybe 69.
Let's give it a try.
No? too bad.
Any more suggestions?
Maybe the code I use for the printers here at the office, 1234.
Nope. I don't know. Maybe it's 1680, because that's how many megahertz the graphics card is running. Oh, there's no 0! Oh,
too bad.
We're doomed. Here's the digital. Oh, we need to get out of this apartment. Yes. Try the main door. What is the main door? Is this the main door?
IT is already complaining in chat that I'm bad for security.
You? Yeah, I know.
Because I just mentioned my printer code.
Press. Oh, we have a torch slide as well. Look at that. Whee! Do you think
Johnny Boy
we're gonna...
says, also I missed it, but what's the cooling for the CPU? Let me show you from the side.
That thing right there.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a single fan on top of a heatsink.
Yeah, it's a top flow cooler.
Yes. Air cooling.
Especially on the Trident X, it's quite a beefy model.
Yes. Yeah. It's an upgraded version of compared to the regular Tridents, or the Trident A or the Trident AS. Yeah. Oh, it's in the dark room behind you. Okay, so the code is apparently on the wall here. Code is, oh man, it's obscured. We're gonna have to do cat things to get rid of it. Whee! Wait.
Destroy all the things.
Yeah, why can't I want to knock the other thing off as well. Why can't I do that?
Can't you just walk against it?
No, it's stopping me right here. So there's like an invisible wall or something. Anyway, 3748. 3748. I think we can get rid of this now. Yes. 3748.
Yay!
Oh, look at that. He's doing tricks already.
I'm curious what the meaning of that code is.
What?
There's probably a meaning behind it, right?
Oh.
Why did I pick 3748?
Very likely, but we need to go up. Anyway, but I think we might as well leave it here for now. Why are the stars aligned in a circle, by the way?
Aren't they always?
I don't know. If you're really drunk, yes they are, but
maybe.
Maybe for cats they are, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, maybe we can leave it here for now.
Yes.
Oh wait, just enjoy this for a moment first. Graphics flex. What the hell is that stuff? That doesn't look very healthy. Did we switch games to Rainbow Six Extraction, or?
Just casually gliding in a bucket.
It looks kind of nasty like that.
Yes, let's pick our last
round. All right, that explains it.
Okay, let's see what our last winners for today are. Maybe you can already tell them about next week's topic.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's the wrong tag actually.
Week.
I think I'm not sure we have a tag for next week, but I can tell you what the topic for next week will be.
Okay, then let me get rid of this, not to confuse people.
Indeed. Yeah, there we go. So next week will not be about WRX80, because that was last week. No, next week we're going to be talking about our 36th anniversary. So MSI's 36th birthday, basically, and all the fun stuff that comes with it. So basically a little bit of a trip down memory lane, and of course, showing you what we're going to do for our 36th anniversary as well. That's going to be next week's topic.
I've got our last two winners for today.
Nice. All right, so the first one is called Mad Honk.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mad Honk. And the other one is called Glacial Hell.
Also, congratulations. You both
We're going to get those codes out to you guys as soon as possible. Yeah,
so both the game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the DLC, Dawn of Ragnarok.
Yes, indeed. So I hope you guys have fun with that. And hope you guys also enjoyed today's live stream. I hope it was a bit informative as well. Again, mostly about pre-built systems. In this case, the Trident X, Trident AS, and Trident A we covered. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, thanks for joining everyone, and hope to see you again next week, same place, same time. Until then.
Meow meow.
Goodbye.